I've driven a lot of off-road trucks in my life, and nothing feels like climbing into a Rubicon and knowing it was built for exactly what you're about to do. But Jeep just did something nobody expected. They gave it a pickup truck, bed, and now every Ford Raptor and Ram TRX owner needs to pay very close attention because the 2026 to 27 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon pickup just changed what a real off-road truck looks like. Don't spend a single dollar on any off-road truck this year until you finish this video. No fluff, no filler, just everything you actually need to know. Let's get into it. Walk up to this truck, and it doesn't apologize for anything. That iconic 7-slot grille is wide, proud, unmistakable, aggressive LED headlights that actually light up a trail, not just look good in a parking lot. That's an important difference, and experienced truck guys notice it immediately. The front bumper is heavy-duty steel from the factory, built-in winch mount ready to go, and those red tow hooks aren't decoration. Jeep put them there because they expect you to actually need them. Now the pickup bed. This is the big change, and Jeep got it right. Reinforced walls, integrated tie, down points. It handles rough terrain without rattling itself apart, and if you've driven serious off-road trucks before, you know that's not something you can take for granted. The stance is wider than the standard Wrangler. Flared fenders doing real structural work, and 35-inch tires come standard on the Rubicon trim. Here's the honest fact most reviewers skip right past. The Rubicon pickup has better approach and departure angles than the Ford Raptor. On a technical trail, that single fact matters more than horsepower, more than towing numbers, more than anything on any spec sheet. Guys with real trail experience know this immediately, and Jeep engineered it that way on purpose. Step inside, and this is where Jeep genuinely surprised me, because let's be honest, old Wranglers had terrible interiors, hard plastics, cheap buttons, basic everything. If you owned one, you know exactly what I mean. Not anymore. Two 12-inch digital displays dominate the dashboard. Sharp, responsive, easy to read even in direct sunlight. Wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto both standard. Recaro sport seats with heating and ventilation standard on the Rubicon trim. Real brushed metal accents. Soft touch surfaces where your hands actually land. This cabin feels like. Jeep finally took interior quality seriously, and for guys who suffered through old Wrangler cabins for years, that matters a lot. The blind spot monitoring system is also finally standard, and honestly, on a Wrangler, you genuinely need it. The wide C-pillars and the rear-mounted spare tire kill your rear visibility. This isn't a luxury feature on this truck, it's a real safety necessity. Good on Jeep for making it standard. Now, here's my honest complaint, and it's going to bother you once you notice it. The gear selector, small, plasticky, toggle style. In a truck starting at $55,000, that shifter feels like it belongs in a $30,000 compact car. You've got Recaro seats and dual 12-inch screens, and then your hand reaches for the shifter and the whole premium feeling just drops. Jeep dropped the ball there. A truck at this price deserves significantly better. That's the truth. Now, under the hood, you have two honest choices. The base 3.6-liter V6, 285 horsepower, proven, reliable. This engine has been in Jeeps for years and it holds up. But here's my honest recommendation. Get the turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder, 330 horsepower, 375 pound-feet of torque. Now I know some of you are already skeptical. A 4-cylinder in a Rubicon, I get it, but listen to this carefully. That turbo 4-cylinder makes its peak torque at just 2,500 RPM. The V6 doesn't come close to that low-end number, and low-end torque at low RPM is exactly what you need crawling over rocks at 5 miles an hour. Not peak horsepower, not 0 to 60 times. Low-end grunt at low speeds. That's what matters on a real trail, and the turbo 4-cylinder wins that battle clearly. 0 to 60 in around 6.5 seconds. Better fuel efficiency than the V6, around 22 miles per gallon on the highway. Now compare that honestly to the competition. The Ford Raptor starts at $65,000, gets around 15 miles per gallon. The Ram TRX starts at $70,000, gets around 12 miles per gallon. The Rubicon pickup starts at $55,000, gets 22 miles per gallon, and beats both of them on a technical trail. $10,000 less than the Raptor, $15,000 less. Then the TRX, more capable where it actually counts. That's not opinion, that's just the honest math. Now let's talk real ownership costs, because nobody else is telling you this honestly. Normal driving maintenance, around $500 to $600 per year. But here's the truth, if you actually use this truck off-road regularly, budget closer to $800 to $1,000 per year. Skid plates take hits, tires wear faster on rocks, suspension needs regular inspection. That's not a knock on the truck, that's just the honest reality of using it the way it was designed. Any experienced off-road driver already knows this, and you deserve to hear it before you buy. So, buy or avoid, buy it, but only if you're actually going to use it. This is not a truck for parking lot posturing. This is a truck for people with real trails in their weekend plans, people who know what a locking differential actually does, people who have owned serious trucks before and know what genuine capability feels like. For that person, the 2026 to 27 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon pickup is the most complete off-road truck you can buy right now. Yes, the gear shifter is genuinely disappointing. Yes, the rear visibility needs the blind spot system to be safe, but the trail capability is class-leading. The interior is the best Jeep has ever offered. The turbo 4-cylinder is underrated and undersold, and at $55,000, it undercuts its two biggest rivals by $10,000 to $15,000. That's a genuinely hard combination to argue against. So here's my honest question for the comments. You've owned serious trucks your whole life. Maybe a CJ, a classic Bronco, an F-150 4x4, maybe even an original Wrangler that you put real miles on. Does the Rubicon pickup finally make you consider switching? Or is a Wrangler with a pickup bed still a step too far for you? Drop your honest answer below. I read every single comment personally, and the guys with 30 years of real off-road experience. Your opinion matters most in this conversation. Now if you want the full head-to-head, Rubicon pickup versus Ford Raptor, trail by trail, number by number, no bias, hit subscribe right now, because that video is coming very soon, and based on everything I just showed you, it is going to be a very interesting fight.